Love Them Knives channel here. LTK. Kizer Hunter Vanguard series. Gingrich design. Oh yeah. $10-4 there, good buddy. Got the Kizer Hunter. How interesting. 35 to 40% lockup. Liner lock, steel liners. Knot bearings, they're washers. It's the Hunter. There's Justin Gingrich moniker on here. It's his design. Collaborative with Kizer. Small knife, not a big knife. Left hand, right hand, deep carry, tip up, back spacer. Okay, so it looks like it's weight relieved inside. Maybe I'll pull this apart at the very end. Hey, why not? Leave it in pieces. Make me clean up the mess. 154 cm steel. There's your model number. There's what I like about Kizers. They do this on the box. They give you this information. 2.98 inch blade. Justin Gingrich. There's your model number. It's the Hunter. Yes, it's small. It's 154 cm and it's a steel liner. G10 green. Wow. And by the way, don't pay $69 for it. Use your discount code LTK at White Mountain Knives to get 10% off. And of course, there's always free shipping on all U.S. orders. By the way, 10% off. Why don't you buy something like that he's selling for like $1,000 and you get $100 off? I mean, you might as well put it to the test. Get a whole cartload of knives, 10% off. I mean, and you can do it every day, so it doesn't matter, you know. Go ahead and run that tab. 7.28 inches overall, 4.29 closed. Have I shown you enough paper? You don't want paper, you want a knife. And there's dual thumb studs on this little puppy. Satin Grind, like it. You know, I'll tell you what. I'll keep playing with it while I'm talking, but yes, there are people saying, really getting burned out on all the budget folders using D2. I live in a wet climate. I've got corrosion problems with a lot of different knives, but D2 is one of them. And please give us stainless. I've heard it from several people. And 154 cm, I'm good with that. I mean, I think that's really nice. I was talking to a knife maker who said, actually 154 cm is really nice for makers because it finishes so nicely. And so, yeah, we've really thrown too big a fit about super steels, and we've definitely gone too hard on the D2 train. We need to back that thing up a bit because, yeah, D2 can be a little finicky with the heat treat. Give me something that treats where you can do large batches and you can do them well and you can do them uniform, please. By the way, our testing link to our spreadsheet on the testing, have you looked at that recently? We've got over 40 Spyderco knives on that. We've got at least 10 Benchmades, and I can guarantee you there's a bunch more coming in. So, yes, we have lots of knives on that entire spreadsheet. It's building. There's cutting performance testing going on by, Outpost 76, Super Steel Steve, and many others. So watch them. Tom Hosang, all these other guys. So pay attention to how these things actually perform when they cut. And there's an HRC number attached to that knife. That brings it full circle. So I'm excited about this. I'll probably send this in. I'm going to send some 154 cm from Kizer in for HRC and cutting performance. I think that would be really important. Small knife, not real big. Hey, where's my mini Doman? Check this out. Both Kizer knives. Oh yeah, by the way. Not too far off. They're both small blades. Neither one of them are supposedly over 3 inches. And it looks like you got more handle here. You definitely got more weight here. This is more of a hefty knife than a, this is slender and, you know, a lot lighter. This one is heavier. It's definitely heavier. Check it out. 4.13. So you look at the mini Doman, 2.8. And I think the mini bag lighter is like 2.6, 2.5, somewhere in there. So these are almost Benchmade bailout, bug out territory. So you got that. Now, I mean, another thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost forgot you guys that like the grams. So 117 grams. Oh, by the way, 80 grams. Okay, so you got that out. There's a lot of traction going on here. So there's machining up and down on this G10. And these are not inset liners, you know, inset into the scales. They are showing loud and proud. That adds weight to the knife. It does. Back spacer. Wraps around. Here's the blade. It's centered. I'm not seeing any blade play or lock rock, any of that. Like I said, the lockup is pretty darn strong. 2 screws holding that pocket clip on either way. Lanyard hole at the back. Pretty, you know, pretty functional really when you think about it. And what's the ergos? Well, I don't have small hands and I've still got all my fingers on here. So yeah, you know, I think when I get to it, you're going to see that you get more handle on this one. Well, let's just put the tape on it. And 2.96. Okay, maybe. Close to 3. Close to 3. You know, 75 millimeters. 7.25 inches overall. 18.5 centimeters, can we say. And okay, let's just see what the blade stock is like. 0.111. Can we extrapolate that out? It's point, you know, Spock here. 0.1111116.5. I'm messing with you. 2.75 millimeter thick blade. Always like Spock. 0.48. 0.48. It was always great. The engineering students would watch Star Trek in the student lounge when we were sitting around between classes. Always loved those guys. They loved Spock. They loved the hell out of him. I did too, but they would just laugh. They were hilarious. 0.50, 0.49, so we're about the same all the way up and down. It doesn't get, in other words, it doesn't, you know, thinner here, thicker here, thinner here type thing. Yeah, good traction on this though. It doesn't have any, you know, it's got a little bit of a thumb ramp here, but no jimping up there per se. You can take a rest there, buddy. So, no, it's no magic drop or anything because these are washers, which, by the way, will smooth out over time. You know, and I think this is really more intended to be a worker bee. By the way, let's worker bee it a little bit. Okay. Yes. Okay, it's pretty sharp out of the box, so it's not bad there. Not bad at all. Ambidextrous thumb studs, nicely done there. The grind. The plunge looks pretty symmetrical. You know, it's probably either it's gonna come down to, is this a design you like or you don't like? But, you know, moderate, just a little over 4 ounces, not real big, but so, you know, you'll be in line with some of the knife laws and some of the places that are more restrictive. I can't imagine living in a state where I can't put my, you know, my ninja sword, strap it to my back and walk around. That's just, wow. If that's not allowed, what kind of world do we live in? You know what I mean? I mean, in Arizona, all knives are considered tools, so have at it, my friend. And I love being able to carry automatics, OTFs, whatever it is, however big the blade is, doesn't matter. It's all good because they're tools. It's funny, you know. Yeah, you can live your life without a pistol or a rifle, but when it comes to slicing that Thanksgiving turkey, you're going to look for something to cut with. Bread, vegetables. I mean, come on, man. Everybody's got a knife. It's funny. The people that are the most, you know, whatever, PC and anti-weaponry or whatever, they're probably vegans. They probably use a knife more than I do. So I love it. It always gives me a big charge when I think about it. Nice, huh? Yeah, I like the color too. I like the milling on it. Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. And the 154 CM, I mean, that used to be high class steel. Now all of a sudden we've kind of somehow dirtied it up. I don't know how. Oh, it comes in this box, by the way. Like Kizers are doing these days, and you got this, and in here is a folder with your microfiber cloth, your paperwork, fitted box, all put together very nicely, like that. So no worries with that. That's really nice. And yes, it flicks out. Ambidextrous, middle finger flick, fine. I can only imagine it will get smoother with use. Detent on this. Oh, wow. Oh, that wasn't easy. I like it with a lighter detent if I'm going to be flicking it with my thumb or my middle finger, so I don't want a strong detent. And I'd call this a 5 to a 5.3, somewhere in there. Yeah, I can gravity flip it like that. So I'd say more probably like a 5, which thank God, you know, thank God. You want it stronger? No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want it stronger than that. That's plenty good right there. You want to see what's inside? And I'll guarantee you one thing, my friends. These are not a number 8. This is a number 8. That is no entry. So I guess we're going to go from this side and kick it open. Never be late with your number 8. And there that one goes. And how about your number 6s? Always got my wee-haw bits at hand. Right like that. You see that one go? They're so scared of that wee-haw bit, they just jump out of the scales. Okay, so here we go. Scales open. Some kind of lube was in there at one point in time. And there we go. Was that all you need to see? Oh, well, crap. Well, let's do this. Give ourselves a lift off. So what have we here, my friends? Well, there and right there, you have a bronze washer. Then you have like a Teflon nylon type, real very papery thin washer that we can throw on the floor. And then you have another bronze washer. So you've got 3 washers. They're sandwiched together. And on the other side, it's the same deal. You got the nylon washer sandwiched between 2 bronze washers. And yeah, okay. So you tear all that crap away. You clean it up relatively good. And I'm a slob, so I'm not going to go to any great lengths here. But there's your detent track. Everything looks pretty good. Pull this out from the back. Interesting. You take the backspacer off. You could pop this off. You could pop off the pocket clip if you wanted to, which I don't want to. I just want to look inside. And we have a ceramic detent ball. So how Rico Suave is that? We're getting all uptown in that. Oh, did you notice this? So that's why I didn't spin the pivot. You got a flat on there that's going to correspond with something on the other side. See that? So I'm going to have to roll this baby around to where it's at the top. Keep rolling. Put that on here. And what the hell? Do you think we ought to do this or not? I mean, I'm a little tormented by bronze washers. I maybe keeping them dry is better. Maybe actually this doesn't help any. But you know what? Hell with it. I'm not sure all that understanding of why we need the synthetic between them. Interesting concept. I'm sure they know better than I do. And we're going to stack it just like that. Stack time. Keep them going. That is so paper thin. Crap. Now. Where's my flat spot? There we go. Got to get that through only that way. And we can lock this down here. So I hope this taught you a good lesson. Don't mess with your knives. Leave them alone. Probably over tighten that, but I'll get back to it. I'll just stick it in like that. There you go. Give it a twist or two first. Next. In you go. We're there. Now let's see how bad I crank this down. I crank this down too hard. Way too damn hard. Centered. So yeah, that's good. Okay. The Hunter. Yeah. Feels so much smoother. Feels good. got a box, got a Kizer, none the wiser. Thank you very much. The Hunter. Gingrich design. We love them knives. Yes, we do. You guys, stay sharp.